Brandon Martin, J Man's Legit, Eric Lima, Michael Bombardier, Andrew Hocking, William Braun, Uriel Ibarra, the Rant N Rave Podcast Archives.
Hello, wrestling fans. It is time now for the Rant N Rave Podcast. As we talk about wrestling news and other news across America and around the world. And now, here is your host, Brandon Martin and Jordan Little.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another live stream video. I'm one of the co-hosts, Brandon Martin, and this is another episode of the 7th edition of the Rant N Rave Podcast with Brandon and Jordan. I already mentioned myself already. I'm one of the co-hosts, Brandon Martin, and next to me, as usual, my other co-host, it is none other than Jordan Little.
I'm telling you, 7 episodes already, and we're already getting started. And with us also is, originally we were going to have a special indie wrestler as our special guest, but unfortunately he's sick, so we hope the guy gets better, but we will have that, guest on a later episode. Now, I discussed this with Brandon last night to have this particular individual on the December 5th edition of Rant N Rave Podcast, but since this unexpected, situation came up with our original host, I decided to have this certain individual to come here right now, and that certain individual is right over there, Mr. Andrew Hocking.
Hello, Jordan and Brandon. Good to be back. Good to be back.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and I would believe this is your second appearance, even though we've had a little bit of redos here and there, but this time we're gonna make sure we don't have any more redos after all. But let me tell you something. This episode will probably be one you'll never forget. Now, based on some things I've heard, I'm going to save some topics for next week because let's just say I don't want to get too, emotional about a certain, sensitive topic. But I will say that it will be coming next week on episode 8. Keep this in mind. But as usual, you probably think, yes, we already know Brandon has 3 topics, and I got 3 topics, Andrew has 3 topics, and we do it in alphabetical order. But this time, I don't have a third topic. See, for this episode, I've got 2 topics prepared. However, the third and final topic I'll have will be shared with Brandon Martin, and there is a reason to that when we get to that. And I'll be the one that will say the event, just like he would do for me whenever I have something to rant about. But today, I'm going to give the spotlight to him. Even though last week was his birthday and I should have done something like that, a while ago. Hot dang myself.
Oh.
But at the end of the day, we're just going to, Anyway, anybody in the live chat, feel free to do your little thing, comment, or do your little spam trolling. I don't know. Just, have fun. And I think I got everything covered. So basically, all the drill. We're going to do this in alphabetical order. Andrew's got his 3 topics ready. Brandon, you've got your 2 topics ready regarding AEW and NXT. And I've got my 2 topics regarding, my beef with a certain, a gaming company, and also my review on a video game that I played from Friday and beat on Sunday. So with that being said, Andrew, what is your first topic?
My first topic is breaking news about. Remember last time I was told you about any updates for the Card Sharks for next year.
I think I remember that from episode 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, guess what? I got updates, and they're coming. Card Sharks is coming back next year.
Next year in 2020, yeah, but
it's coming. It's coming back. It's not just Card Sharks. Press Your Luck, Celebrity Family Feud, $100,000 Pyramid. To tell the truth, they're coming. They're coming back next year.
Okay. Oh, by the way, hello, David. Hello, Tom. Man. I will talk about. I'll send you the message after the episode. I'm just, I'm a little bit, a little shaken up right now. But the topic we're gonna have for the main event, that'll be something. Anyway, is there any more to your topic, Andrew?
No, that's it. That's it.
Oh,
That's
okay.
it for the time being.
think we heard it before. I was thinking, like, is there a particular date and time that they're gonna have, like, somewhere around?
It's same time in the summertime. It's the same time, maybe possibly in May or June next year.
I was thinking somewhere along the lines earlier than that.
Actually, it's during the summer. It's like summer fun and games. Just like this year, it will be the same thing for next year.
I thought they would have done it, like pushed it back a little bit, to be earlier in the year. But okay.
I thought so too.
Anyway, well, with that being said, Andrew, not Andrew. I'm sorry, my botch mania, y'all. We got our first round of applause for me being a saddlebag.
Jordan almost gonna mess that up. Jordan's almost gonna mess that up.
Episode 7.
Yeah, well, lucky number 7 ain't so lucky after all. Hot dang you! Anyway, Brandon, what is your first topic? Which result are you going to give us, NXT or AEW?
First one I'll give my first topic is AEW Dynamite.
First of all, I loved it last night. I mean, I don't know why, but next week it's going to be pause.
Yeah.
Glorious.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes. And then last week's ratings was AEW winning it yet again.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember correctly. Yes. Oh yeah. All right.
Poor NXT.
Yeah. Boo. Anyway.
Oh, it's not that bad.
I know. I'm just saying. But
yeah, I know. Don't let Kevin Alvarez get on your arse now.
And I got 2 words for him anyway. I'm not going to mention that, but I'll get from there.
I'm sorry.
We got the first match to start things off for AEW Dynamite. We have one half of the Young Bucks, Nick Jackson, and one half of the Lucha Brothers, Phoenix.
That was a good match.
All right, and the result for that, Phoenix defeating Jackson, and they gave this grade level. Hot dang great levels.
I know. But
a few stars this time, guys. Come on now.
Yeah.
And they gave this grade level a solid B.
A solid B for that match?
Oh
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'd give it like an A or something. That match was good. I'm sorry. Oh, by the way, special shout out to Jerome Latimer. Happy birthday, buddy.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right. His birthday. That's right. His birthday's today. Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Big shout out to you, Jerome. Happy birthday, my man.
All right, next match. I think it was Dr. Britt Baker versus that Japanese woman, Hikaru. Okay.
Hikaru Shida. Yeah.
Yeah.
And result for that, Shida defeating Baker gave this grade level again a solid B.
Solid B.
Oh.
Okay, so basically, I would say that's a load of crap too. I would get I normally don't do this, but even though I hate the grade levels, I'd either give it a B, not B minus. No, not that. I give it a A minus or an A because it may not look like the 5-star match of the night, but I'd still give it an A just for for accomplishment.
Yep. Anyway, next one we got the Dynamite Dozen Battle Royal.
That was good in a way.
Including they got MJF, Billy Gunn, Kip Sabian, Jungle Boy, Hangman Adam Page, Chuck Taylor, Joey Janela, Sonny Kiss, Orange Cassidy, Trent Beretta, Pentagon Jr., and Jimmy Havoc.
Yeah. It's so funny. I thought Daniels was going to enter the match, but then again, he wasn't a legal participant. But he came out with that mask on. I love that. That's good mind games playing against the Lucha Brothers with SCU. But I have a feeling for next week there's going to be a problem with that certain rivalry in next week's main event. Continue onward.
And the result for that, oh man, Page and MJF won.
To survive, yes. And they gave the grade level.
It's going to be below a B. It's going to be, oh my gosh, a C minus.
Oh my. I'm telling you, I'm getting, stop it, Andrew. Just the fact that, I don't really like to repeat myself, but what the crap? I'm telling you, this is by God one of the worst things that that Bleacher Report or maybe any other person like a website could do in regards to reviewing matches. I'd give it somewhat of a B+ because it wasn't that big of a match. And even though, I mean, I can't believe I'm actually grading the matches myself. I mean, now I'm starting to become too retarded, just like those people up there. Anyway.
Oh yeah. Thanks a lot, Jordan. Thanks a lot.
I'm talking about Bleacher Report. They just get on my nerves. I'm sorry, they just do.
That's all right. Anyway,
CBS. Oh my God, is a different story. Wow. Are you Andrew Hocking or Wile E. Coyote? Anyway,
Jordan, I'll get you for that, Jordan. I'll get you for that.
You already did
for that.
All right. If I remember correctly, there was I don't think it was a match. It was a segment, right?
That is correct. Yes, it's
Yes.
Chris Jericho's major announcement.
Oh my God. Him telling Jake Hager to say sorry for him. That's good heel promo. I'm sorry. I love it. And then more came to that about Scorpio Sky, Kazarian, and Daniels coming out there, and it was actually I like big butts and cannot lie, man. I'm telling you that was good too. Okay, that I can take an exception. Now, as for the promo in general, it was good, but I let me take an educated guess. They graded it with a solid A, didn't they?
Nope, a little bit higher than that. An A+.
Oh!
Well, it's like when he held it, he called it on the spot.
Yeah.
And he didn't even guess. It was just like he put the answer right in front of me, and I was like, and then you saying that, I'm like, but anyway, what's your take on that promo regarding that we're going to finally have Scorpio Sky challenging for the world title next week against Chris Jericho?
Oh, man. Wow. Scorpio Sky, I mean, my gosh. I mean, with Scorpio Sky getting a title shot for the AEW World Championship, man. Man. I know, Andrew. Anyway, here we go. What was I saying? Oh, yes. With Scorpio Sky getting a title shot for the AEW World Championship against Chris Jericho, Le Champion.
Le Champion.
And, I mean, with Scorpio Sky becoming world champion for AEW, it's slightly on that. I'm like, yeah, no. Jericho's going to get it for that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
in my view, I got nothing against the Scorpio Sky. This is a big if, okay? I mean, I don't know if he will win the title, but if you ask me, that would be a miracle because let's face facts, he's not ready yet. I'm sorry. I mean, he's not ready for that yet. I mean, he's still a tag team champion, and because of that, he needs to either he loses that title, gets himself built up more, whether he's part of SCU or not, or something else will come entirely. But in the end, he's not ready yet.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, there was another match on there too, wasn't there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Luchasaurus against the Librarian, Peter Avalon.
I'm about to take that shushing finger of his and I'm about to shove it up his arse if he keeps doing that. I'm dead serious. That has to be the most annoying character I've done. Hey, you think I'm crazy? Talk to Jake Hager because he doesn't know how to. I mean, if he, that's funny. On that during that segment, why didn't he do anything? But then again, I get it, heel tactics. We're gonna see Jake Hager versus Luchasaurus for long, but I'm not going to guess what the grade level is on that match, even though the segment had a brawl that led up to it because Luchasaurus was already out there, and that Peter Avalon guy, am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay, What's the grade level for that match?
Which result for that, of course, Luchasaurus defeating Avalon gave this grade level another A+.
Oh!
Wait, wait. Sorry, Andrew, but wait a minute. You're meaning to tell me a match that lasted for a little over a minute got an A+, while one half of the Young Bucks and another half of the Lucha Brothers, they competed in arguably in the first hour of the first match on the card, they get a B- or something like that.
No, only a solid B.
Okay, a solid B. Well, whatever. And then there's Dr. Britt Baker and Hikaru Shida. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they get the same aim one, and then they give the Battle Royal a C-, I believe. Yes, and then I'm thinking and when you get to a match like this, Luchasaurus and Peter Avalon, you give that an A+ when it wasn't even a 20-minute type of match? How retarded are you, Bleacher Report? Give me a reason why I shouldn't give a spit roast on you for your freaking stupidity. That is ridiculous.
Retards!
They even give I'm telling you, it's just I don't know what to say. It's just mind-boggling.
Yeah. Let's move on from that, and we're going into
now that was match of the night.
All right. We got Private Party, or should I say Public Party.
There you go.
Taking on Proud and Powerful of Santana and Ortiz.
Oh, boy.
The result for that match, Private Party or Public Party, defeat Ortiz and Santana, gave this grade level. That should have been the best. That should have been a higher level on that one. And freaking Bleacher Report gave this a solid B.
A solid B for that tag match? No, I would have given it an A+. That was like match of the night, and they want to do this. I'm telling you. Like you said, retards. Retards!
Exactly.
Man. They lack brains. I'm sorry, they just do.
Yes. Anyway. Then we got the good old main event. We have Darby Allin taking on Jon Moxley.
Okay, that was a good match, though. It won't surpass the tag match, but still, it was actually interesting. I wanted to see a no disqualification, no holds barred type of street fight environment between those two. In fact, this is the reason why I think someone should advocate or at least put a petition out to have an AEW World Hardcore Championship.
Mm-hmm.
And not make it like the 24/7 belt or the Hardcore Championship from WWE. Make it something like, I don't know, like hardcore environment like they did with WCW's Hardcore title. They kept on with, just matches. No, nothing major 24/7 where you have to have a referee at all costs. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Anyway, the result for that match, Moxley defeating Allin, gave this grade level an A+.
Oh, well, at least there's some matches that I can think that deserve an A+. I was going to think this one deserved an A for a job well done. But still, now, just the fact that they want to give Luchasaurus and Peter Avalon an A+, it is mind-boggling. I cannot believe those idiots up at Bleacher Report. I should be ranking these freaking matches, unlike those, like those troglodytes up there.
Yeah.
And if you guys don't know what a troglodyte is, look it up.
Yes, look it up on the internet. Yes, indeed.
What's your take on the whole show anyway?
Ah, man. Gosh. I mean, it was good. It's just, I'm like, why? And then for Bleach, and then for that, before the main event, though, with Luchasaurus and Peter Avalon, it doesn't deserve to get a grade level of an A+.
I just give it like maybe a star or something, just for the entertainment aspect of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, if you're like giving it an A+, sorry.
That's okay. I mean, yeah, but still, that should not deserve an A+. It should have been like a lower grade than that.
Giving that match a A+ is almost as if you're giving it 5 stars. It's like giving that the time when Vince Russo won the World Heavyweight title for 5 stars, like giving that a grade level, an A+. When in actuality, to me, that's probably a D- in my view.
Yeah.
But anyway, you continue.
All right. Oh man.
But your finishing thoughts of that?
My finishing thoughts on that and my take on that. For the first 2 matches, it should have been more. It should have been a higher grade than that. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Agreed.
Just use stars, guys. Come on. Don't use that grade level bull crap. And don't do it like freaking kindergarten and grade school and high school level. Come on now. Oh my God. Anyway, that is my first topic on AEW Dynamite.
Okay, now my first topic is regarding 2K games and their lack of trying to make things right with WWE 2K20. Now, as you all know, I got no gripes with 2K20, but here's the problem I do have. The graphics, the hot dang graphics within the video game that has not been totally fixed. Ever since the game freaking came out, it's had that problem. And then there was the control switching, like switching of how you should do reverses, how you should do a finisher, yada, yada, yada. I mean, like, you can't get anywhere without having something on your back. Like trying to get through the controls. But the problem is not just that. It's the fact that my dad, okay, this is going to get serious here. My dad has been literally trying. Oh, by the way, I'm going to give you an update on him. He's actually going to be feeling better by the end of this week because his pneumonia is going down. So that means he's going to be better before the end of this month, like I said. So once again, thank God that my pop will be all right. But as far as I'm concerned, he's on here on his Xbox One here in the living room. He can't even download a freaking Superstar or Arena from the downloadable, creative community thing without it not wanting to load right. And then there are other things too, which is really, really bad, and including cut scenes of certain things, like that one time where we laughed our arses off with the referee up in Charlotte's face. I'm telling you that was fixed, but still, that's not enough. They haven't done enough to fix the designs and all that. And 2K, you need to get your act together, guys. This is becoming ridiculous. And you guys have tried your best to make this game come out as soon as possible, but you forgot to fix the bugs. And guess what? Why you have these problems? Because you fired Ukes. Ukes was like a life support system, and hot dang it, Namasai, you just came out and just, ruined my mojo right here trying to, rant about these people, but I'm going to continue on. I'm sorry, but still, at the end of the day, these people really, they don't know what to do anymore. They can't fix anything. They can't fix anything regarding with the product or anything. So, hey, Brandon, do yourself a favor. Just you can go ahead and just put the guy in timeout for a while. Just not right now because I don't want him upsetting any other person. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, and okay. As far as this, am I just concerned? The fact of the matter is, there's going to be a lot of hell raised in this for this kind of problem with 2K20 because I'm really disappointed in how they're doing with this. I mean, I understand, Brandon, you're doing your walkthrough of 2K20 and all that. Kudos to you. And then there's me. I mean, I only did it just because of my career mode, and I liked it, but there were some things that could be fixed,
Yeah.
But still, at the end of the day, no problem. And also, with that being said, what's your take on this whole situation of the fact that the 2K games have a lack of freaking common decency not to fix these issues, even after Ukes was, done, after they fired Ukes or cut ties with them? I'm sorry. But.
Yeah, I mean, They got an update, the patch and all that. It's still not good enough, though, at all. Period. You know, I mean, when I show you that video, though, with Charlotte and the referee humping on Charlotte's, you know what? I mean, like, what the heck?
That was laughable. But the problem was that was only one minor glitch. This one right here, it ain't fixed up right. Not the slightest.
Yeah.
But what else? But what else do you have for this?
Man. Well, I mean, for the fact about it is, Jordan, it's just this game is just so awful. I'm sorry, but this year's game, it's awful.
Yeah.
It's gone down the crapper.
Yeah. No pun intended for the Nami saw troll comments, but again, that we do make an accurate point because it has gone down the crapper.
Yeah. And in 2K19, last year, I mean, it wasn't that bad, though. I mean,
a few things that need to be fixed up here and there.
Yeah, could have done better.
Yeah. But this one should have been a lot better, including with the creative community where you can download stuff. You can't even download a simple hot dang thing.
Yes, and also another thing with that, but the universe mode.
Oh my God! Tell them about it. It's so bad.
Yes. And when you're playing like a match though, like from let's say for example Monday Night Raw.
Okay.
And then you play for that matches, and then it kind of glitches out and kicks you out right away. I'm like,
or
what?
Or at least like let you wait for quite some time, like while it's loading and buffering. And I'm thinking like, what? I thought you'd have this all fixed up, but this game, I'm sorry. I'm not going to rate this game in any rewards or anything, because even though we don't have an award ceremony here on Rant N Rave, but still at the end of the day, I give it a major FU for anybody who thinks this game was worth releasing, because this game is now officially the worst WWE game imaginable, because the controls are not the same as it has been since they released 2K15 for the Xbox One, their first one, mind you, and then others after that. I'm telling you. This and then till after 2K19, which was a good one with a good proper story. At the end of the day, I'm sorry, this game is garbage.
Yes, and for those folks for 2K20 and all the Ukes and 2K Sports, this is my PG middle finger for that.
Oh.
Or your ring finger. And no, he's not asking to marry me or anything.
But here's a great number for you, Jordan and Brandon. Here it is. For saying that, you both get A+. You both get A+.
Whatever. Yes. Thank you so much, Principal Hocking. Anyway, that's my first topic. Andrew, what is your second topic?
The second topic, update on the GSC server from earlier this week, which is I have one person I had to talk about, and that is Mr. Brandon Martin.
That's right.
Sing song.
All right, Brandon Martin, he has won. This is an all-time money winner he won on Card Sharks. And you won 3-4 matches already, Brandon?
Yeah.
You have won. Brandon Martin, listen to this, Jordan. You'll love this. Brandon Martin won $154,450.
Yeah.
And he did pretty well in the money cards.
Whoa.
He did pretty well. And also in cost of concentration, this is the first time out of 10 episodes that Brandon Martin has won a brand new car.
Yep. And also in the main game as well, though.
Yeah.
Showing two of these things and solve it for the rest of that. I'm like,
oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. He solved it with only two pieces shown. Yeah, on the out of 25 squares. Brandon Martin celebrated with Michael Caine I'm like total shocked. That Brandon Martin solved the puzzle. He only won one prize and a new car on top of that too.
By the way, the word you're looking for isn't shock. You're looking for shock, not shocked.
Same thing.
I know. Just,
And of course, Brandon Martin is still our champion, both Card Sharks and Classic Concentration, which is not until Saturday night. So you can wonder if Brandon Martin can continue the title on both of those shows. And that is my topic number 2. Back to you, Brandon.
Oh, now we get the results of NXT from Bleacher Report, and I'm assuming here we go. More of me wanting to rant and lose my mind over this topic.
All right, here we go. First match we start off.
There were 6 matches on there too, like AEW, right?
Say that again, Jordan.
There were 6 matches on that show, just like with AEW, right?
Yeah, you're right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me do this real correctly. Okay, just a solid B, C minus, A. Hold on, A plus.
Yeah. Are you looking at the grades, or are you just making guess?
No. I'm copying off the results for the matches. That way I can compare them with the matches that were shown on NXT. Anyway, that's a challenge for you.
Well, you're facing a champion there, Tom.
Tom says, "I'm taking you down, Brandon."
Yeah, well, that's what she said.
Oh, yes. You're facing a tough champion.
Anyway.
All right. Let's continue for that. We got the first match to start off NXT. We got Becky Lynch, the man, taking on Rhea Ripley.
All right. Now, the first match of AEW, that was graded a B, right? So, yeah. And I think that's a promise. Ooh. Well, we'll get to that in a little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, who won that match?
Well, unfortunately, neither didn't win the match. It goes to a double disqualification.
Double disqualification.
And the grade level for that double disqualification result, a B plus.
Okay, so hold on just 1 second. Let me just move this right here. Okay, so AEW's first match got a B. Now NXT, they got a B plus.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, this is why I cannot. I'm sorry, but I got to throw my hat in on this one because I'm telling you, it's just that it's so stupid. For the fact that if you can't, there has to be a winner or a loser to me in a match. Okay, I don't care if you have to get yourself disqualified or counted out. I mean, just have someone win or lose.
Yes.
Anyway,
we got the next match. We got Ricochet taking on Matt Riddle.
That's an interesting contest for what I heard.
Yes, and the result for that, Matt Riddle defeating Ricochet by pinfall, gave this grade level for that match a B minus.
A B minus, and the second match of AEW that was garnered a B. So, but still, I mean, wait. So hold on, wasn't Matt Riddle known to be a guy who makes your opponent submit or something like that? Because apparently,
yeah.
I think, wouldn't that be part of his character? Because that just doesn't make any sense. I mean, but then again, jobbing out Ricochet wouldn't be much of a good idea. But yeah, you know what? It's kind of weird. Why would they give that match a B minus? Those two guys are good.
Yes, and plus, speaking of that, we got Survivor Series coming up, and also NXT TakeOver War Games of this weekend.
Yep.
So anyway, continue from there. We got a tag team match player. Holla, holla.
Don't make me pull this sign up already, Jordan.
Well, that's because that's what Teddy Long did back when he was on SmackDown. They called him Tag Team Teddy. Whenever he announced something like in a main event or something, it'd be a tag team match. We're gonna have Luther Reigns and Kurt Angle versus Eddie Guerrero and the Big Show.
Oh yes. Anyway, continue from that. We got two members of Undisputed Era, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, also known as Red Dragon.
Yes.
Taking on the Revival.
Oh boy.
And the result for that, Fish and O'Reilly, aka Red Dragon, defeating Dawson and Wilder of the Revival by pinfall, gave this grade level for that tag team match an A+.
An A+?
Yeah.
Wow. Must have been one heck of a tag match, but I still watch. I would still watch him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd still watch AEW. I'm sorry. Man. But anyway, so, okay, the match that they had, that was a C- because apparently it was a battle royal, but apparently that's all it is. In fact, that's actually the first time you see Billy Gunn wrestle in quite some time, too.
Yeah.
Not since Double or Nothing's buy-in pre-show, but still.
Yep.
I think it was. Yeah, I hope I don't get myself mixed up.
No disrespect to 1865. Well, time to go there and get dumped like it's 1865. Anyway, move on from that.
Wait. Grab a beer and get drunk like it's... Oh, that. Oh, okay, Tom, man. I didn't...
Oh, okay.
I didn't understand it at first, but now I do. Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and move on from that. We got the NXT UK Women's Champion, Kaylee Ray, taking on Dakota Kai.
Oh, boy.
And the result for that, Kaylee Ray defeating Dakota Kai by pinfall, gave this grade level a solid B.
A solid B, and... So, okay, and you know what's so funny? Was this match longer than Luchasaurus and Peter Avalon?
I would think so in a way, yes.
Yeah, it was longer, and it's getting a B, and yet the match between Avalon and Luchasaurus gets an A+.
That should not deserve an A+. I'm sorry.
I know. We're still talking about that. It's just mind-boggling, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Anyway, that garnered a B. Yeah. And who won again?
It was Kaylee Ray.
Kaylee Ray. Nice.
Yes. All right, the next match, we got another tag team match player. Holla. Anyway, we got the Viking Raiders, or should I say the hot dang War Raiders, which is a better one than that.
The War Raiders.
Yes.
That was for Dante.
Yes. Just stick with that first one. Hot dang it, guys.
It's okay. Whether they're called the Viking Raiders or not, there's only one word to describe them, and that is they are a war machine.
Yes. Taking on the Forgotten Sons.
Or two words. Forgotten Sons. Well, they're remembered now.
And it was Blake and then Riker.
Ah.
For the Forgotten Sons.
And what's the result? What is the result for that?
All right. The Viking Raiders defeating Forgotten Sons by pinfall, gave this grade level for that tag team match B-.
Wait. Oh, well, that's the same as the result of the tag team match. But for the P&P and private party or public party.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. And I guess we know where we're going here. We've got the main event, baby.
Yes. A ladder match for War Games Advantage.
2 weeks in a row.
This time we got Adam Cole, baby! And taking on Dominic Dijakovic. Yes.
There you go.
And the result for that, Cole being Dijakovic by retrieving the briefcase for the Advantage inside War Games on Saturday, gave this grade level for that match a B+.
A B+ for a ladder match?
Yeah.
I thought it would have been better than the one from last week, but I'm telling you. Got that. Oh man, that was a good rant from last week. And let me tell you something. It was not only worth it, but necessary.
Yes.
Anyway, okay, so comparing all these matches from Bleacher Report, I would say that in a sense, it's like as if for some reason Bleacher Report gave, somewhat of an advantage to, I would say a little bit to NXT, but I would say that AEW got more than one A+, as painful as that might meant to say, but still.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, it's no contest. I still think Dynamite won again.
Yes.
Nothing. Now, like we're saying, we're not trying to be too biased towards AEW because me and Brandon watch it, but only because we want something new, something fresh, an alternative, mind you. We're getting sick and tired of the same old, shite. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's why we watch AEW. And plus, who doesn't like change?
Yes.
Thank you, Principal Hocking.
Yes.
Look at him in his glasses. He looks like a principal.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, Jordan, I'm really going to get you for that. I really get you for that.
Well, you might get me for that even after this next topic I'll have. But anyway, what's your take on that show, too, by the way, Mr. Martin?
All right. The Martin of the Brandon.
Martins of the Brandons.
Anyway.
Your take on the show?
Well, I think it wasn't that too bad of a show. I mean, I disagree with some of those matches, but I mean, I can understand that in a way, but still, there's grade level BS. I'm like, oh my gosh. I mean, the tag match, the first tag match with Fisher and O'Reilly, but taking on the Revival, though, I mean, it was fine with A+. I can understand that. It's just, well,
if it was that good of a tag match, it was obviously, yeah. I guess the tag team matches of both shows were actually good this week too, in a way.
Yes, and then that result for that first match start off NXT. Yeah, it should be a winner and a loser. Not a freaking double disqualification. Come on.
You look great when you win, but you look even better when you lose.
Thomas said principal industry.
Let's do hashtag Principal Hocking.
Oh God, Jordan, you're starting to embarrass me already on this podcast, okay?
Actually, I made you laugh, and it's funny, so I guess
it's true.
It's all about making people laugh and be happy.
Yes, as a family.
We should have hashtag Jordan is crazy.
Well, you already started that when you kept putting that on the screen, though.
Yes.
Actually, also hashtag Brandon is crazy.
What did he do? Look at him. Anyway, still, you're just the fact that Bleacher Report, you guys are so retarded up there. You can't give out stars. Why? It is beyond me. I'll have no idea. But Brandon, your final take on it?
I think for that result, Oh, there it is! No, don't you dare, Jordan. Come on now.
No.
Don't you dare you go! Don't go nuts! Don't go nuts! You remember on episode 5 that you go crazy, you pick up something and you go crazy on that.
That was a test live stream. I didn't pick anything up on episode 5, but if I did, that'd make money.
Yes. And I'm not going to talk about another individual who would always post a picture of you. So I'm not going into further detail for that.
Oh, yes. Oh.
Oh boy, Tom Anna has invaded the stream, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
That's good. Spam it in the chat. Oh,
Tommy, if you're watching, I'm definitely gonna have a chat with you later. I'm gonna have a chat with you later on the servers. I'm gonna have a chat with you for that.
All right. For my take on the results for both AEW and NXT, oh man. I mean, another certain individual, my good friend Brian Zane, though, big shout out to you, by the way, though, from Wrestling with Regret, thinks that NXT wins. I'm sorry, man, but I think I got to go with AEW again.
Mm-hmm. Because at least with AEW during a commercial, you could see like one side of the screen, like from right here from the right side, while commercials are playing on the left, and you can still watch the matches even if there are commercials playing. I mean, sure, WWE can do that, but still, at the end of the day, I mean, don't you think they're a little bit above commercials nowadays? I mean, they got their own advertisements now.
Yeah.
But anyway.
That is my second topic for WWE NXT. And hey, Danny.
All right,
Danny.
All right, now for my second topic before we get to the real main event that I'll announce. Okay, this is my review on Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Now, this video game, I'm not gonna lie, it is like probably one of the best Star Wars games that I've played for quite some time. I mean, like, there was a lot of things with it that actually was good. Now, I'm going to give you, like, a spoiler-free review of it, rather just, no spoilers, just to tell you how I like the game and its gameplay and everything. The fact that there were some moments there, it was actually cool. It was very entertaining. It was fun. I mean, there's things you could do with lightsaber maneuvers, force, like abilities, and also everything else in general. Even the story in and of itself, like as if it were a movie. I'm telling you, it's like one of the best things that EA has created by far. And on top of all that, they really know how to tell the main character's story. Cal Kestis, the main character who you play as. And Andrew, what are you doing?
I was doing that friend.
Oh my God. Yeah, but anyway, depending on the situation, if he ever does that again. But regardless, I think I'm more of a Star Wars kind of guy. But anyway, at the end of the day, I would say that at the end of the day, they were. This is how you make a story and a Star Wars video game. It was like as if it were a movie, all the same, with all the abilities you have. So, wait, yeah, you're more into Star Trek. Okay. But still, also, I wouldn't say it's like better, like it's better than The Force Unleashed, but I would say that it's up there, like in regards to being like as good as The Force Unleashed. And plus, I hope they make a sequel to it because they even told Cal Kestis' backstory, making him and showing how to create a hero in regards to being a Jedi, and also how to write it and make it good. And so, I encourage anybody who is anybody to buy this game because it's really fun. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's got some aspects to it where you have to play it. Whether you're a casual Star Wars fan or not, doesn't matter. You'll love it. And that would be my second topic. And Andrew, what is your third and final topic?
My third, you're going to love this. The Toronto Maple Leafs have 6 losses in a row, and the Toronto Maple Leafs fired their current head coach, Mike Babcock. He's been fired on yesterday.
Don't know much about the Canadian hockey and all that, but can you at least tell me who is this? Wait, does this last name happen to end with cock for real?
Yeah, it's true. It's very true. It's true, Jordan.
And how long was he coach again?
He had a contract for about 8 years to coaching the Toronto Maple Leafs, and he's been released. He's been fired. He's gone. He's out of here after when they had that 6 losses in a row.
So what you're saying is that he wasn't helping matters regarding the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah, but that's the bad news. Here's the good news. They found a replacement coach already. It has been replaced by another hockey, but a different league. It's from the Toronto Marlies. His name is Sheldon Keefe. That's Keefe. I'll show you the card. I'll show you
Sheldon Keefe. Oh, okay. So basically, I'm sorry.
No, you first, Jordan. You first.
Oh, okay. Well, let me ask you something, Andrew. Does this coach in particular have something much of a brain in regards to strategy and also how to help the team and with their efforts to win a hockey game or two?
On a new coach, possibly. Because
I don't want to see this coach look like as if he had a broom so far up his arse that it's sticking out of his mouth, blocking his speech. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because the coach before that didn't even get strategies. Didn't even get their game plans ready. They only just keep on losing. That's why.
Yeah, 6 losses in a row. That's terrible.
Yeah, but tonight they're playing tonight, and they're going to change things around.
If they can get one win with this new coach, hopefully to God, things will go their way.
My good feeling that they're going to win tonight. Because if it doesn't, and I don't want to say that word on the podcast.
Wait, what word? If you don't want to say it, type it in the private chat.
Hold on.
That's called a private chat for a reason.
Yes.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's the only third topic. Is definitely the breaking sports news.
Oh boy. Well,
and now it's the moment we've been waiting for.
All right, now during this topic, I might leave maturely because I have to do some things with my siblings. However, I will stick around as long as I can to help out with this topic as good as I can. Now, Brandon, we all know where we're going with this one.
Oh yes,
it's time. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the
I love it when you Jordan, I love it when you roll up on your eyes. That's why I love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment we have been waiting for. Brandon, this is the topic that we're going to share. We're going to, and this is the first time you're leading a main event regarding a certain situation with a certain someone that we've been wanting to do since this past Tuesday. And it's about time we freaking get this person for what this person has done recently in a certain state.
Yes.
Go ahead, Brandon.
The end of that time we were going for is a 16-year-old girl allegedly plotted to attack black. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Can you send me the link to the story so I can look at it on my phone?
Yeah, sure.
Basically, what this is this one will be like a topic that nobody. Yeah, Jordan is loco. Anyway, so basically, regarding NBC News, huh? So that's where it came from. Okay, so basically, when Brandon read me this, I was like in shock because I was talking to him about something else, which I'm not going to get into. But the bottom line is this certain topic, we've been waiting. Oh, well, there's more to it than just that. Trust me, it gets worse. But anyway, as it says, 16-year-old girl allegedly plotted to attack black church in Georgia, and this is where we get a lot of issues here because. But you know what? I'm go ahead. Go ahead, Brandon. You read off a few things here.
Oh yes.
I'm
A
already.
6-year-old white girl has been arrested after police said classmates reported she had a plot to attack a black church in Gainesville, Georgia.
Yeah, and you know, another thing, it's also it's like one of those moments where you don't really want to do things like that, regardless of race or church type, if you catch my drift.
Exactly.
But continue.
But this is serious, folks. I'm not joking.
This was reported like about November 19th on 6:04 p.m. Eastern time zone in my area.
Yeah. Anyway, the unidentified student allegedly had a notebook with plans to murder at a Bethel African Methodist Episcopal Church, which has a predominantly black congregation, according to a release form from the Gainesville Police Department.
See, the thing is, now, like I said, you know, we were gonna share this topic, and I'm gonna take my glasses off because I want to be Jordan Little, not Jordan Little, the entertainer. Because we're like I said, we're gonna double team this one girl. But the thing is, this ain't a matter of race thing. This is a matter of right or wrong, that like common sense, knowing from right or wrong type of thing.
Exactly.
Now, the thing what I find wrong here in regards to churches, I don't think it should be like race oriented, like with one particular race to be inside of a church. It should have like, no matter what. I mean, if you come to my dad's church, I don't care if you're black or Hispanic or anything else. Just if as long as you're willing to show that you want to hear the man of God preach, come on inside. I mean, we're not going to discriminate. That's not our style.
Exactly. Well, yeah. Exactly.
And
anyway,
this girl's an unidentified student. Not going to be for long until they find out her true name, and then it's going to be released out in the papers.
Yes. Yes. All right. Continuing from that, police were contacted on November 15th after the girl's classmates at the Gainesville High School alerted counselors about the alleged plot. She was charged with criminal attempt to commit murder. Let me say that again. She was charged with criminal attempt to commit murder and is being held at a youth detention center. That's what police said on that.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that I think that's really stupid about it is that how would she have friends that would reveal that for some reason? Because, and another thing, the thing is, plotting to commit murder. I'm telling you, that is the last thing you ever want to do. This is like exactly why we have so many things messed up in America. We can't have we can't seem to have anything good without something involving a gun or anything involving something. Now, I'm not going to say like everything Barack Obama was saying is true. I'm just saying that the guns are the problem. No, it's not the guns that are the problem. It's the people holding the firearm is the main issue. You don't know who it is. But however, in this report, I would believe, Brandon, she didn't have a firearm on her, did she?
I think in a way, either probably that one, because I think she was in a way, but probably not. I think she was.
Because to me, I think she might have had that, or maybe a knife or something.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
But there's more to this.
Oh yes. Oh yes. And fans out, and for those viewers out there, I mean, if you're offended by it, we apologize in advance for doing this. But anyway,
well, I don't apologize I don't apologize for any of my rants. If I'm going to be straightforward and honest, then that's who I am. But continue.
Yeah, exactly. That's okay. Yeah, and here's an Instagram post saying this by the Gainesville Police Department saying this. All right.
It was dated. It was the immediate release was dated on November 19th, 2019, which is 2 days ago. Which we talked about this. Go ahead and read it word for word.
Yeah. Juvenile arrested for criminal attempt to commit murder at Bethel AME Church. And all this, I'm going to say it to everyone. A collaboration between Gainesville City school officials and Gainesville police led to the discovery of a 16-year-old plan to attack Bethel AME Church.
Oh, jeez.
On Friday, November 15th, Gainesville High School resource officers were notified by school administration of a white female juvenile's plans to cause harm to multiple people of a local church. Students confided in school counselors regarding a juvenile's notebook with detailed plans to commit murder. Yeah, I'm not joking, Andrew.
Yeah, this is like serious. It's like
serious.
At the end of the day, it's like we swear on a stack of Bibles, no pun intended for what church it is. But then again, the thing is, I'm not a Methodist kind of guy. I'm an independent Baptist, but still, at the end of the day, there are people in buildings like churches and all that, and because of that. But anyway, continue.
All right.
You were at
you're at
the detailed plans
to commit murder at Bethel African Methodist Episcopal Church in Gainesville, Georgia. The school administration conducted the preliminary investigation and verified the threat. They immediately turned the investigation over to Gainesville police. The juvenile was taken into custody and her parents were notified. Let me say that again, though. The juvenile was taken into custody and her parents were notified.
Yeah, and the thing is, this is what I was saying with Brandon. I mean, like, are you sure that the I'll get to that comment in just a minute. I'm not gonna yell or scream or nothing, but I'm just gonna make this more importantly clear. The parents either they didn't know about this, whether they've influenced her wrongfully to do this kind of crap, or then again they had no acknowledgement of what her plans were, which that is kind of very bad. And by the way, here's the thing: you're murdering kids with something like a screwdriver, and to make it worse, the people targeted were black. Okay, first of all, Tom, man, let me just say this really, so I can make this abundantly clear. As I said, I'm not going to, apologize for anything I say, but regardless, it doesn't matter if, the people inside that church are black or not. Okay. I'm not a guy who pulls things like, because of a certain race, it makes matters worse. I mean, anybody from any race, it doesn't matter. It matters of, life or death situation. Okay. Regardless of what you are, you're still an individual. And because of that, you don't need to call in race to make it a bigger issue already, because like for next week, there's certain things that I can't stand in life, when people pull the race card. But however, this is a matter of, right and wrong. And yeah, so you get that. I don't want this negative influence of other kids wanting to do that to other people, regardless of race, religion, or anything in between. But with that being said, continue on, Bren.
Okay. I'll finish it up from the Instagram post. Our investigation indicated the church was targeted by the juvenile based on the racial demographic. Let me say that again. Our investigation indicated the church was targeted by the juvenile based on the racial demographic of the church members.
Now, basically, everyone in that church, every one of them are black. Nobody of other different races, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's the problem I have here too. I can't stand it where there's like something race oriented towards one thing, okay? Like, aren't we all supposed to spread love and peace no matter what race or anything in between? Because isn't that what we're trying to do here?
Yeah, exactly.
So what is the big deal how for some reason they would plot for this? But there's more to the story that meets the eye, because what we'll tell you next, when Brennan told me about this, who she's inspired of, I was shocked to hear it, because it's a certain individual that who killed 9 other people. And yes, they may have been black, but I say people because they're human beings. No matter what race you are a human being. Caused death to 9 of them, but injured 1 of them. And it happened on June 17th of 2015, but we'll get to that in a moment.
Oh, yes.
But anyway, continue on, Brandon. I'm sorry.
That's okay, Jordan.
Okay, let me see. I stopped you around multiple...
with church members.
Church members. Okay, there you go.
All right, let me continue from there. The church was immediately notified of the incident by Gainesville police to ensure the safety of our community, and the current threat was under control. The juvenile was charged with criminal attempt to commit murder and was transported to the Regional Youth Detention Center in Gainesville, Georgia. And a quote from Chief Jay Parrish saying this is an active investigation and a prime example of how strong relationships between the student body, school administration, and law enforcement can intercept a potentially horrific incident. Let me say that quote yet again, though. Let me say that again.
Go ahead.
This is an active investigation and a prime example of how strong relationships between the student body, school administration, and law enforcement can intercept a potentially horrific incident.
Okay, first off, let me stop you right there. First of all, this has nothing to do with school problems or student body or anything with law enforcement. This is simply something of a planned attack to want to make a statement for some stupid reason, which could get you wound up going to jail for a very, very long time, sadly. But still, at the end of the day, I just really feel like at the same time, this is exactly why we have these problems. And this is also why most people would rather want to play the race card instead of wanting to play the card of knowing pause. 6 words: common and logical mother freaking sense. But at the end of the day, like I said, those are people inside of a building. Granted, I don't like, anything race-oriented towards one specific race because it's wrong. But at the same time, I don't wish death upon anybody regardless of race.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there are certain people that really do piss me off, but still, at the end of the day, that's a different story. But,
yes.
Anyway, was that the end of that news release right there?
For that, yes, for the Instagram part, then I got more than that.
Oh, yes, there is more.
Bishop Reginald Jackson, presiding prelate of the 6th Episcopal District of the AME Church, told reporters Tuesday that the girl was inspired by Dylan Roof. Let me say that person's name again. That the girl was inspired by Dylan Roof, the man who was convicted of killing 9 human beings at
Yeah.
the Emmanuel AME Church
Something
in
happened there.
Charleston, South Carolina.
I think he either he had to go or something, but okay. But anyway, yes.
Yeah, it's fine.
Even though it does read 9 black, like 9 black worshipers. Still, we said human, individuals, because that's exactly what we refer to people, regardless of race. But however, and like you said, this happened in South Carolina, and this happened 4 years ago, in an effort to start a race war. And I'm going to tell you all the story right here, okay? For what happened, this guy, as much as it pains me to say it, and even though he lives in the same state as me, and the fact that he's like a year older than me, this really mind boggles me. This happened on June 17th, 2015. I actually heard this story before, and when Brandon told me this guy's name, I was thinking along the lines of, have I heard this guy's name before? So I looked this up, and guess what happened? I found out that it's the same, that I knew I heard this guy before. The guy's name's Dylan Roof, who is a white supremacist who attempted to start a race war regarding, and killing 9 black people, injuring one of them, making 10 victims, but he didn't get a 10th. One of them was hurt, and the fact that they were black worshipers. Still, at the end of the day, like I said, that to me, it's people, regardless of race, and it really pains me. It pains me to see how society is around here. And you know what? This is what white supremacy works. White supremacy works in many ways. The problem was back then, they have this mentality of hatred within them, and a mentality of wanting to show dominance towards, another specific race. When in my view, it ain't racism, it's called bullying, and, trying to show dominance, and, as much as I want to get into detail and, help out, those who think the Confederate flag is bad, but it's not, it's Southern heritage, but I'm not going to get into that too much. Just the fact that this guy was in the wrong, definitely, and his charges got a lot of life sentences and a death penalty or 2. And here's my take on that. That guy, that hot dang guy, he made his bed. He has to line it. I'd give him the electric chair or something. But then again, the guy's still alive, and I don't know why. But anyway, I'm sorry. It's just, oh, and read this part. This is where it really gets on this really, really ticks me off.
Okay, the next one we got is idealizing him and sharing the same ideology. Thank you.
Idolizing him and sharing same ideology. Yeah, sorry.
That's okay. She plotted to accomplish the same at Bethel Church in Gainesville, Jackson said. This incident raises very serious issues and also raises questions that need to be answered. Oh my gosh.
I mean, I'm telling you. And let me see here. Yeah, I mean, it does raise serious issues, but only I hope it doesn't revolve, having to be too racially involved. That's the main part you gotta know.
Exactly.
Because if it turns into that, then people are going to start pulling the race card, and people are going to start getting scared to death because I guess because I'm black, I'm doomed. No, you're not. You're not doomed because you're black. It's just that it's the fact that you have to be aware that you're safe as long as you have those standing beside you, regardless if they are the same race or a different color. It doesn't matter.
Yep.
I mean, look at me and Dante. Look at me and Kevin Alvarez. Look at me and Austin Herzeg. I mean, so though we don't all live in the same area, but still.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, here's what was answered next.
The bishop posed the question whether AME churches were being targeted in particular for their history of supporting social justice issues.
Okay. Now, let me stop you right there. You know what the social and justice issues are? This is a recurring thing, the whole where for some reason you have to call upon, just because you're a different race other than white, meaning that you cannot have free reign for some reason. That's like, isn't that what it's mostly about, I guess?
I think so, yes.
Okay, well, here's the deal. The problem is it ain't about social injustice because of a different skin tone or race that you are. It's the fact that if you don't take account of the actions that you cause, regardless of what you are when it comes to race or anything else in between, you are accountable for your own actions. This girl right here, I will say this. I will never say that I applaud it. That will never happen. I don't think it. This girl, she has lost it. She's out of her mind, and she was out of line trying to do that. And it's not the fact that she tried to get to a black guy. It's the fact that she was trying to kill someone.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact is, social justice issues, that, like I said, that's a thing where you have to pull the race card, BLM. And I think that's horrible. I don't like when people pull the race card, including something that transpired this week regarding a certain show, but I'm not going to get into it. I'll save for next week. I'm sorry, but
yes.
Anyway, continuing on, history of supporting social justice issues.
Jackson said that he's spoken with church leaders across the state about safety and planned to address the topic with congregations.
Yeah, and there's a YouTube link right here which you can instantly watch, but we're not going to play it because, I mean, like, well, you can watch it. We can send you the link in the live chat if we have to. But, and regardless of the situation, it has become so bad. It's gotten to this point right here. And go ahead and read this part.
Representatives for the AME Church are asking authorities to charge the girl as an adult. Let me reread that again. Representatives for the AME Church are asking authorities to charge the girl as an adult.
Yeah, and to make matters worse, okay, this is our problem, okay? Now, this girl, I will admit, she deserves to be trialed as an adult, but here's the problem. It shouldn't be because of, not just because she's trying to be a white supremacist like Dylan Roof. It should be the fact that she tried attempted murder towards another human being. Not a white girl going after a black bishop, just a child, a 16-year-old going after another living, breathing individual. That's basically what this is to me, because I don't like, pulling race into the matter, Now, granted, I have to ask questions if there are certain people that are white or black or brown or maybe, I don't know, alien from outer space, green, blue, purple, you name it. But anyway, and let's see. And let me tell you something. Right here, this is where, oh my God. This is where we get a little bit more interesting. So go ahead and read this part, because this is something.
Yes. We call upon the district attorney to try her as an adult, Jackson said. To plan this kind of event is not that of a childish mind. This took some planning.
I agree with that. I kind of agree with that. But the question is, who really, influenced her to do this? Not just Dylan Roof. There's got to be someone else.
Yes. Okay, here's the thing with that.
All right, here we go. Spit roast. Spit roast.
Yes, Jackson urged state and national leaders to do more to address the growing threat of domestic terror, citing an FBI field office's reported concerns on the matter. He also said it was absolutely awful that the state of Georgia has failed to pass a hate crimes legislation.
Wait, legalization. No, it's legalization.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Yeah, but that's the problem. No, we're not. Anyway, by the way, here's the problem. Georgia doesn't have a hate crime law, unfortunately. I mean, that's a fact, I would believe. I mean, if they did, then this would, in fact, this is not just a hate crime. This is a matter of attempted murder, in my view. Now, I mean, plus that is the general mind of a white supremacist. There's hate, but how do I know this? Because I've seen a lot of stuff on shows, and no, I do not follow that kind of thing. Granted, I'm like my family in regards to my great-great-grandfather. He was in the Confederacy. Here's the problem: they never had slaves. Okay, didn't need any. And why? Just plain and simple. We didn't need any. Nothing personal. But anyway, and plus, if you want to call that in a matter, if you think the Confederate flag's racist, look at the Union Jack flag in the UK. That should be racist too, because they were involved with the KKK as well. I wanted to throw that out there just for kicks.
Yeah,
because it's a fact. Anyway, I'm going to change your nickname, sir. Go ahead and do your worst. I love that kid, even though he can be very, very troubling. Anyway, okay, so right here, you're about to read "It Ought to Bother Us" part.
It ought to bother us that in the state of Georgia, this young girl, this young woman cannot, and I mean cannot, be charged with a hate crime, Jackson said. She cannot be charged with a hate crime because Georgia does not have a hate crimes law. Let me repeat that again. She cannot be charged with a hate crime because Georgia does not have a hate crimes law.
Yeah, like I said, Georgia doesn't have one because, I mean, no, you're true. Yeah, well, look in a mirror. Anyway, as I was saying, the thing is, now, normally, I would say that, yes, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, this ain't a hate crime to me. This is basically, I don't know, your typical attempted murder type of crime, in my view. I mean, and then there was, oh man, and folks, Brandon isn't even done yet.
Oh no, not.
I mean, there's more to this.
Yes. The alleged plot comes amid the backdrop of the South's long history of black churches being bombed, burned, and attacked, incidents that continue well into the modern era, including the 2015 shooting in Charleston, South Carolina.
Okay. The South's long history of black churches being bombed. Oh, great. So what does that mean? Does that mean South Carolina has a thing of bombing churches? Let me tell you something. What happened in the South is that was a well, it's not the fact of being an American. It's the fact that there are people that have these problems, I mean, the problem is there's nothing wrong with America. It's the fact that we have so many people that, that are so out of their minds, regardless of what color you are. They have this mentality of showing dominance. And I hate to say that, but that's just how they operate. But at the end of the day, let me just say this. I don't normally be offended by anything regarding like someone saying the backdrop of the South's long history. But okay. But when you sit there and want to say something like that, saying like, the South's long history, that was a long time ago. And this guy, Dylan Roof, he is the living proof why we cannot have peace in regards to this situation. I mean, people like that are what make America poisonous. It's not the politics like what you see, who is our president or anything like that. It's the people regarding what they do as a living being and what they do to other living beings. That is what's wrong with America as well. And, even if you had, regardless, whatever president you have in office, it doesn't matter. I mean, this is still going to be here, There's going to be hate in the world no matter what. Yeah, Andrew had to go, unfortunately. But at the end of the day, I'm just upset, of how this could be so horrifying. In fact, I just wish that things were a little bit better regarding this situation.
Yeah, exactly.
And folks, we are just about done right here for this last wording right here.
I mean, my gosh, this is serious. I mean, Jordan, what is your take on all this?
Well, my take, I'm about to give you my take on this in just a minute, because there's one more bit of reading you have to do. It's right around here. It's more recently.
Okay, yes, I will. The last part I'm going to say is this. More recently, the white son of a sheriff's deputy was arrested in April and accused of setting fires that destroyed three black churches in rural Louisiana. Holden Matthews is awaiting trial on arson and hate crimes charges in the Louisiana church burnings.
Yeah, and that's basically Doa Madani is a breaking news reporter for NBC News. I think that's the end of it right there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. But for my take on all of this, even though I've said a lot, just the fact that, to me, this is not like a race thing. It's not a color thing. It's just a matter of madness thing. I mean, I don't ever want to see people, getting hurt, regardless of what race you come from or what country, even though there are some few, like when we're at war with a certain, terrorist, group that happen to be of a certain, nationality, which is very disappointing. And we've been going through this since 9/11, I would believe. But at the same time, me hearing about all these bad things happen to certain people, it's heartbreaking, I mean, recently this morning, I had I saw this thing where a disabled girl, 18 years old, recently hanged herself when there were bullies that threatened to take her wheelchair on a mountaintop and push her off it. And to be honest with you, because of all this ain't a matter. I mean, when I look at that proves my point of regards to bullying. And no, it didn't matter. It doesn't matter what color this girl was. No, because that's not the problem here. The problem is how you're being treated. You know what I mean? I mean, just like with Nathan Putnam, because of how how special he is, he's being mistreated at his school in Tennessee, and they're still waiting, still having trial for that. And I just think it's just horrible how people can make these kind of actions and go along with it and not think of the consequences of what will happen. And for this guy, Dylan Roof, for what he did in June 17th, 2015, and especially in my home state of South Carolina, although in a different area than me, it breaks my heart how anybody of any youth can stoop to this level, And for this 16-year-old girl, too, where is the sanity in all this? Like where is common sense here? I mean, like, where is right and wrong? Where is that? It's like as if it doesn't exist to most people, regardless if you are a white supremacist or if you're a black worshiper or not. I mean, where is right or wrong? The reason why I don't exactly inconsiderate people, it's just that it really, it offends me when people do pull the race card, but what really offends me the most is the bullying aspect too. And it shouldn't matter regardless of what race you are. It's wrong to kill people, no matter what your race type is, no matter where you come from. Like, I will admit this country has its issues, but I'm not going to blame it on the president. I'm not going to blame it on certain things. I only blame certain cultures that have to have something to do with, I'm going to say this word anyway, because when you have these, like, I don't know, the KKK, then there's Black Lives Matter. When you have those type of race following, things, that's what's wrong in America too. It has something to do with, producing that kind of thing and alienate it in your children's minds and shoving it down their throats. That should never be an option. Your children should be friends with other children regardless of race. And for this girl to do what she did, I'm appalled. And what really, and from having to remember what Dylan Roof did, I'm saddened by this. I really am. But at the end of the day, the only person to blame is the one who holds the weapon and attempts murder or does the job. Because last year, or maybe a year ago from before that, I think, I don't know, I can't remember. I had a friend from kindergarten who had to fend off against two other guys, and trying to, break into his home and try and steal all his stuff. But he fought him off. He beat the crap out of him. But then when those two guys went back to their truck and, and they went back home and get something to get back at him, those two guys, they just had shotguns. They fired into the guy's home, and in the gunshot and the firing, it was my friend from kindergarten. He didn't make it, and he happens to be the brother of a football player in the NFL and the Colts. He's the brother of Denzel Good. His name was Overton. And and the fact that even though there are people out there who are of the same race, and when the one of those shooters who got brought in, they were being asked the question, what do you have to say to the family or all that? Or saying like the guy just disregarded that, saying like, tell my mom I love her, tell my girlfriend I love her, and and then saying it's like as if he didn't care what he did. And the worst part is, it was the guys who shot up the guy's house. It was the same race, same race as Overton, African American. So that's also inconsiderate. So that means it doesn't matter what race you are. It's the matter of what you do that becomes, that comes back to get you. Because did those two black guys that shot my good friend get arrested because they were black or something like that? No, they got arrested because they murdered him. And that's what I had the issue with here too, because that's where I learned it's not about race, it's about people. Any kind of people. That's it. I'm sorry, but anyway, what's your take on all this?
Oh, man. With that 16-year-old girl doing all this crap and was inspired by a certain somebody in Dylan Roof and doing that crap? Oh, my gosh. I'm very, 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 very disappointed at her. And I am. The fact about it is, just the thing about with one of those things, common and logical sense. She should have done that in the first place. Just say, she could have stand up to herself for doing that. No, she couldn't do that because those things I'm gonna commit murder and all that. You know what? It ain't cool committing murder. It's serious, and it's no freaking joke. Oh, and that Dylan Roof guy. Oh my gosh. He should be ashamed of himself for that. And he is. He should be ashamed. Same thing with that 16-year-old girl. I mean, I can understand with Jackson with the attorney and all of that, not being charged as a girl, as an adult. Actually, check that. Still. And my own take about this, the police should have charged her as an adult. And folks, for those folks out there doesn't know about that story, I'll probably put the link in the description below of that certain story on there, and it's very serious. And I got no words to say about this. I have no words at all.
The thing about it is they should never have it regarding race. It should always be about, about if you take a life, you're not taking away a certain person from a certain race. You're taking away a human being. To me, that's what I consider Dante. I don't consider him another black guy. I consider him another person, a friend. That goes the same with Kevin Alvarez. That goes the same for Austin Herzog. Same with you, everybody else. Oh, thank you, David. The thing is, yeah, that's basically it. This should never have anything to do with race, color, or anything else. Just when you take someone's life, it's serious.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
Well, this was one, I promise you folks it'd be one we'd never forget, even though just the fact that, let me tell you something, honey, and I know she probably may not be watching this, but for the parents out there, you better pray to God that she probably gets 15 or 20 years in prison, because the last thing you want your daughter to have is the death penalty.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
Also taking a loved one, exactly. Trifling and lazy, yeah. Anyway. Well, what's your final say on this too, as well?
To the parents of a 16-year-old girl, people, let me tell you something. I have no hope for that 16-year-old. I really don't. And bless you over there, Dad.
That's at least that's getting my spirits up.
Yes, I know. But
damn, you were saying.
But let me tell you something. The daughter of a 16-year-old girl, to those parents, the thing about it is, I hope your daughter, and I'm not taking my word for that, but still, your daughter should be 15 to 20 years in that cell. And or another thing, even the death penalty. Because nobody wants that. See you later, Tom, man. Nobody wants that. Nobody. 15 to 20 years, I'll take it, but it's still not good on a certain individual. And it's not.
Yep.
And you got to pay the price for that, plain and simple.
Can't do the time, don't do the crime.
Exactly. I'm done with this topic.
Yeah, I'm done too. Folks, we know this topic was going to be sensitive, but at the end of the day, there you have it. This lesson should be stemmed of don't ever think about taking someone's life because they're a different race. Because the moment you take someone's life away, you be taking away another human being that's just like you, regardless of skin tone. My say is whoever has a problem, they need to go find something. You know, I actually agree. I actually agree with this. But yeah. With that being said, we hope you enjoyed this episode number 7 of Rant N Rave Podcast with Brandon and Jordan. Next week, we'll also have, with our scheduled, appearance with David 3000, David St. Dennis. We'll have him on here, hopefully, on for next Tuesday, because 2 days before next week will be, next week will be Thanksgiving Day. So we have to, push our show to 2 days before Thanksgiving. That's why. And we can make it a Thanksgiving special. I don't think we'll wear any special pilgrim hats, but then again, who knows? But anyway, with that being said, if you like this live stream, this episode, give it a thumbs up. If you dislike it, give it a thumbs down. Please leave any comments below after the replay of this episode. Also, be sure to share this with other websites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, anything you can do to help, spread the words for Rant N Rave Podcast with Brandon and Jordan. Also, and hi, dang you. Well, then again, there you go. Be sure to subscribe to Brand Martin. Also, to hit the notification bell to be notified whenever he uploads a video at all times. Also, live stream, including like this one. Also, subscribe to me, Jordan Little. That's J0RDANL177L3. Be sure to subscribe to me, and also to hit the notification bell to be notified at all times whenever I'm going to upload a video or do a live stream like what we're doing here. And also to our good friend Andrew Hocking, unfortunately isn't here to say goodbye in his own right, but still, be sure to go to subscribe to GSC TV Channel 85. That's Game Shows Central Channel 85. And with that being said, God bless you. Have a great day and even better tomorrow. And also, one more time, happy birthday, Jerome Latimer, and many more.
Yes. For next week's guest on that, we're also going to have an indie wrestler and all that as well, as we're going to have the Fallen Flower Kikyo will be on for this podcast next Tuesday of next week, 2 days before Thanksgiving. So to celebrate a Thanksgiving Day and all that on Thursday. So, and yes, and guys, I'm getting very close to 800 subscribers, and guys, thank you for all the support that you guys give me and all that, and supporting the videos and channel for that. Definitely appreciate all you guys. Yes. And with that being said, we will see you guys next time. This time, it's going to be a Thanksgiving edition of the Rant N Rave Podcast with Brandon and Jordan. So with that being said, we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye, folks.
The Rant N Rave Podcast Archives.